My name is Don Forney, and this is my wife, Gracia. We live on her folks' old family farm here just south of Rodney, Iowa. Our address is at Hornick, Iowa, on a mail route, but we are closer to Rodney, so it gets rather confusing sometimes.
In the Maple Valley School District.
Yeah.
We have two children, a boy and a girl, Greg and Teresa, and they are music teachers, as are their spouses. So we have lots of music in our family, not from their mother. And we have 7 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. We have a grandson in Afghanistan, and he was just home for 2 weeks and went back this week on Mother's Day.
In the past, we have been caregivers to quite a few of the relatives in our family, both my mother years ago and Gracious aunt and now his uncle. So we have looked after older people in their declining years, and we have decided that we did not wish to put that burden on our children when it come time to pick out a marker. We met to a meeting in Mapleton that Rick Garvey gave there, and we were very enthused about his demeanor and his service, and so we decided to work with him on this, and we're very pleased with Rick. He's been very accommodating.
Well, we spend most of our time, our free time, out in our Three Seasons room, and we live in the Luss Hills, and we have a lovely view, and we see a lot of deer and turkey, and we wanted a stone that would reflect our interests, and Rick pointed us in the right direction, and we found one that we're very pleased with.
One of the comments we got out of our kids about our purchasing a stone at this time was that would be fine if we promised not to use it right away. And they don't have the same outlook on the idea of picking one out at this time that we do, but we felt that we did not want them to have to do this on their own at a later date. And so we're pleased that it's coming, and we're looking forward to seeing it when it's installed.
We went to a meeting with Lawrence Nelson and Marguerite. They are representatives in Mapleton, and he pointed us in the right direction, and he had a great deal to do with.
So then we went to the Sioux City showroom, and I think one of our hardest things was picking out color and of stone and design, of course. But Rick is extra special when it comes to helping. He did not tell us what we wanted. He gave us all the options and was very gentle in steering us to our final goal on that. We're very pleased with Rick. When we see it sitting at our gravesite, we'll know that neither one of us during hard times have to stop and make the decision of picking out and designing a stone. We did it together, and that means a lot to us. Yeah.
A friend who lost her husband said there's nothing worse at a time of your loss to stand out on a cold, wintry day on a hillside picking the location. Well,
yeah, the idea of having a deer, we had gone to look with Rick almost 2 years ago, trying to make our decision, and we decided at that time we wanted a deer in the scene if we could, but we weren't not exactly sure how to make it fit on the stone that we were deciding on. And their graphic artist in Yankton could fit one in, and we think, according to our proof drawing, we think he did a marvelous job. You know, the idea that we can both go to the cemetery when that is installed and approve it, of course, and look at it, then we can know that the two of us together decided on this, and it's done, and nobody else has to worry about it. It's ours.
And it reflects on what we enjoyed in our life.
Yeah.
And it says on the back of the stone, proud parents of Gregory L. and Teresa Ann Forney. We're happy about that.
The younger generation, of course, thinks they're going to live forever, and they they're not that excited about this at this time. I think when they see the stone, they'll feel better about it.
But they don't want us to use it yet.
No. And we have 4 lots, 4 sites there, and her brother is buried right next to where my wife will be buried. And the idea that we'll have our stone and his stone is there, it'll be nice. When we picked out the stone and had started our initial process of picking out the design before we saw the proof, as we walked out of the showroom that day, we were very satisfied with the way the procedure was going and very comfortable. When you first get into the process, you feel that this is something you kind of dread to do. By the time we were done, we felt very satisfied. We felt comfortable.
It's a relief.
Yes, it really is a relief that we've gotten this taken care of. The process that we have been through before with her elderly aunts and with my mother and father when they passed away, we've had some education in the past on what it's like to see those final days and to make decisions that are really important to the family later. We're completely at peace now having this done, and we're very, very surprised at how calm and gentle Rick treats you when you're there. He's a real jewel. We don't tell him I said that.